we are going to look at yet another group still under the earliest inhabitants, and the second group of people we are going to look at is to do with the Khoikhoi, okay, who are also known as the Hottentots stroke herders. Okay, so when you see that subtopic there, you can pose a question in your head that who are these people? Who are the Khoikhoi? Who are the Hottentots? Okay, so let us know about these people. The Khoikhoi were the second occupants or inhabitants of South Africa. Remember, for the Sun we said they were the first. So the Khoikhoi followed the Sun. Okay, and both the Khoikhoi and the Sun belong to the same family, that is the Bushmanoid family. So the Khoikhoi also came from the Bushmanoid family, people who used to live in the what? In the bush, and also had a clicking sound like their counterparts, the Bushmen, clicking sound in their language. So members, let us now look at the reasons why the Bushmen migrated from their cradleland into South Africa. Okay, we have the introduction there. You can say that the Bushmen, rather the Khoikhoi, belong to the Bushmanoid family or Khoisan race. You can also say that they were the second occupants of South Africa. Origin not clear. Okay, so you go ahead and look at the reasons for their migration. Okay, the first reason we are having is diseases, which is point number 3. Diseases in their cradleland. Diseases like malaria, sleeping sickness, and others that made them to migrate. Then there was the desire among the youth to be independent. Okay, so they ended up moving to South Africa. Then the occurrence of earthquakes in their cradleland made them move to look for areas that were free from such. The prolonged drought was the other, point number 6. Okay, the prolonged drought could not support their activities like cattle keeping, because for the Khoikhoi they were purely herders. Okay, so their cradleland lacked pasture and water because of drought, so they ended up moving. Then the other, they were looking for fishing grounds. Okay, looking for fishing grounds in South Africa. Point 9, population pressure. In their cradleland, the population had increased, so they were looking for areas that were free from high population. Then we have the harsh climate that forced them to migrate to new areas. Then there was love for adventure. Remember, love for adventure, we said, is the same as group influence, it is the same as bandwagon, and it is the same as peer pressure, which was common among the youth. Okay, drought was there, internal conflicts or misunderstandings amongst them made them to move. External conflicts, those are attacks from the neighbors. Desire for hunting grounds or wild game made them to move. Also many were searching for water and pasture for their cattle. Okay, then we have the conclusion there that their migration was caused by both internal and external factors. Let us now look at the migration and the settlement of the Khoikhoi. Migration and settlement of the Khoikhoi, remember I said it is the same as the cause, and under that we are tracing the origin, where they came from, where did they pass, where did they settle. Okay, but before you start doing that, first define the group in question. Who were those Khoikhoi? As you see there in the introduction, we are saying that they were the second inhabitants of South Africa. We have said that they belong to the Bushmanoid family. Origin not clear. You you can still go ahead and add others. Now in the body, we give the areas where we give what the question is calling for. Okay, so in the introduction previously we have said that the origin is not clear, but many historians agree, like we said in our first part, that these people might have